Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Maverick and Norris, Ricciardo, Vettel, Mick Schumacher and Valtteri Bottas, Russell, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly, Stroll and Guan Yu Zhou. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Okay, so I decided to split the Austrian Grand Prix into two parts because if I made like the Imola Grand Prix video, that was 48 minutes long, so to combine them together would be way too long. And you know, and I also thought that since there was sprint quality, I'm not gonna take the actual qualifying footage anymore. But yeah, time, Austrian Grand Prix. This is probably the quickest I've uploaded 2 videos in a row. Yeah, and the Austrian Grand Prix video will probably come out in another 2 months. But here we go, lining up on the grid in our F1 75. For the last driver back of the grid to line up. And Valtteri Bottas couldn't get his first points of the season. He's currently in P10. But anyways, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. We get a pretty good getaway, a better getaway than Checo Perez as he covers up us down into turn 1, I mean on the main straight. And yeah, we run into the back of him. There's not enough room. We have to go on the egg. We have to go off the track, and we're a bit squirrely on the rear end, a bit loosey-goosey, as Mick Schumacher will try the outside. As we go down the inside of Ricciardo and Norris, that was clean. I did not make contact with Lando Norris' car whatsoever. As we cut to the onboard of Max Verstappen, who's alongside Carlos Sainz, it gets on the outside of the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz into turn 3? 4? I don't remember all the turn names of every track. But Carlos Sainz will try the outside again to maintain P2, and yes he does. He gets fully alongside and ahead of Carlos Sainz. And we're going to have to fight back a lot of places because we had a very poor qualifying, only managing to qualify P6. But, yeah, we're able to get ahead of Ricciardo and Norris, so we're now into P5. I mean, yeah, we qualified P5? Yeah, P5. But, yeah, we already used 25% of battery and it's only the first lap. As we cut to the Alpine of Fernando Alonso, making a move down the inside of Mick Schumacher. He's not going to be able to make that stick. There's just not enough room down to turn 1. Sebastian Vettel gets into the mix. He tries the inside, now moves to the outside. Alonso won't make a move on Mick Schumacher. Yes, he will, but Sebastian Vettel's right there. Will he get past? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Sebastian Vettel has to back off a bit. If not, that would have been very ugly. Right now, so Alonso, there's not enough room going into turn 4 or 3. 1, 2, yeah, it's turn 4. As we cut to the onboard of Charles Leclerc as he makes contact with Yuki Tsunoda on the outside. I think that was Tsunoda's fault. Could be Leclerc's fault for not leaving enough room. Tsunoda tries the inside. Leclerc keeps it on the outside. Leclerc retains P15 and Yuki Tsunoda is still stuck in P16. AlphaTauri showing pretty decent pace after getting a podium just 2 races ago. And And yeah, he's just all over the back of Charles Leclerc right now as he gets a bit wiggly off the exit of turn 9. Right down the straight. What can Yuki Tsunoda do? Nope, not close enough. As we cut to Valtteri Bottas going around the outside of George Russell in the Mercedes. Very interesting from the Alfa Romeo driver. Now Sebastian Vettel gets past Fernando Alonso, who's been stuck behind Mick Schumacher for the past 3 laps. And yeah, very interesting to see Valtteri Bottas overtake the driver who replaced him. But now Sebastian Vettel secures himself into P9. Alonso losing 2 positions. Very, very unlucky right there. But yeah, the Alpine getting passed by the Aston Martin. Considering this year the Aston Martin is quite bollocks. So that puts Sebastian Vettel in P9, but no points. Only the top 8 gets points in the sprint. And right now, going fast forwarding to lap number 4, Carlos Sainz very close to the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, but not close enough for an overtake. You can see right now, even though he had DRS, he wasn't able to outpower the Ferrari engine to the Mercedes engine. And right now, cutting back to Carlos Sainz, this time on lap number 5, trying to get past Lewis Hamilton. This time he's much closer though, only 4/10. On the previous attempt he was like 3/10. But he still won't be able to get past Hamilton in this attempt. But now, cutting onto my onboard, we attempt to go down the inside of Verstappen. There's just not enough room. I know I couldn't get past him there. We're just too far behind. But I could have tried to force him to a mistake right now. And here's Carlos Sainz. Nope, still not enough to get the overtake done on Lewis Hamilton. Now fast forwarding to lap number 6, very close, only 2/10 behind Lewis Hamilton. A whole 10th gained on the Mercedes driver. Can Carlos Sainz do anything on lap number 6 right here? Is he gonna... Nope, I'm not gonna try anything as we cut to my onboard for some reason. What was I thinking when I was getting the replay cams? If you're noticing, the sponsor board is different. I forgot to install the mod when I was doing the replay cams. But right now, lap 7, and yeah, Carlos probably very frustrated behind Lewis Hamilton right now, just not able to get a move done on the Mercedes. As we cut to my onboard, we're braking very late, getting the move done on Max Verstappen. That was clean. There was no contact with the Red Bull driver right there. And yeah, getting past him. But Verstappen will try to go on the outside. Nope. There's just no. We're going very slow through the corner. I'm now out of DRS range on my teammate. 1.5 seconds. But he's gonna try to overtake Lewis Hamilton on the next lap. But that was a very, very risky move on the inside of Max Verstappen. But I was able to get it done. He broke super late. Just sent it. Went for it. And now, will Carlos be able to do the same on Lewis? And yeah, I was way further behind Verstappen than Carlos was to Lewis, and there's no one in front of Lewis to aid him with DRS, so I have better racecraft than AI Carlos as he tries the outside. Carlos Sainz does, but Lewis Hamilton, will he keep the position? Carlos gets the better exit, but Lewis Hamilton will get the DRS that he needs to keep the position. Oh no, both of them actually don't have DRS. Carlos Sainz is ahead of Lewis, but Lewis Hamilton, brilliant defending, just keeping Carlos behind for at least one more lap. Carlos seems to have the much better pace, and that's putting me and Verstappen right back into the mix of this battle with Carlos and Lewis Hamilton. Right now, going later into the lap, Carlos Sainz will get DRS. He's very, very close onto the main straight, into the run down to turn 1. He goes on the outside. Lewis Hamilton tries the inside of Carlos, makes contact, and we go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. And now I'm going to get the run on Carlos Sainz. So we go into the grass just a bit. And now we're going to try to go down the inside of Carlos Sainz. But we run wide. Carlos Sainz locks up. And Lewis Hamilton gets into P1. He will have DRS. Carlos wouldn't have DRS. Apparently it's more effective for him. We're going to go to the inside to better defend our position. Oh, that's going to be... There's going to be a lot of talks in the team debrief. He pushed Carlos Sainz wide, and that's dropping him into P4. And he lost 3 positions in 2 corners. And now checking out the onboard of Lewis Hamilton again. You can see there, he goes for it down the inside of Carlos Sainz. We're going on the outside of Lewis Hamilton. We're going to block his line by going onto the grass. And yeah, he lost 2 positions in 1 corner. And right here, I ran wide because I thought Carlos was going to defend it. I was going to try and, just give him a little nudge to go wide. But he ended up locking up. I didn't think he was going to lock up. So that was the cause for me running wide right there. Carlos got the better exit, no wonder. But yeah, and here's my onboard right here. Yeah, very, very close, the margin between me and Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, so essentially I was preparing for a very big dive bomb on my teammate. He locks up, and I didn't know that he would lock up. So yeah, that ruined the secured 1-2 for us. But now on lap 10, DRS train going into the first corner. It's going to be a DRS train on the second straight right now. Verstappen is now the one ahead of Carlos Sainz. And what will he be able to do? You can see our engine is not doing that great. The power unit is on its last legs. As Max Verstappen tries the outside, we're going to force him wide, giving Carlos Sainz a better run to get Verstappen on the inside. Checo Perez following closely behind as it's 3 wide going into turn 4. Checo Perez gets into P3. Verstappen is way wide. Carlos Sainz will try to go down the inside of Checo. So you have Daniel Ricciardo's on board now. Max Verstappen, Checo Perez gets into P4. Verstappen drops 2 positions in 2 corners, and that gives us breathing space now to just try to catch Lewis. But we're quite far, 1.4 seconds. Now the onboard of Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo gets the outside of Verstappen, but that was quite dirty. If I was on a different damage model, it would be very ugly. As Checo Perez tries the outside of Carlos Sainz right now to make contact with the rear wheels. Will they have DRS? Yeah, Checo will get DRS. And Carlos Sainz drops into P4 after P1 was looking pretty much certain for him. And he's going to try the outside of Checo Perez as he gets on throttle on the exit. Very interesting from Carlos Sainz. And Lando Norris will retire from the Austrian Grand Prix, and there's not going to be a VSC for some reason. Damn, he had pretty decent pace. But here's Daniel Ricciardo overtaking Max Verstappen again. It could be Verstappen turning into him, could be Ricciardo turning too early, I don't know. And here's Carlos Sainz. You can see right there, he just got on the throttle mid-corner alongside Perez, but Perez slammed the door on the Ferrari driver. And yeah, on to further on in the lap. Going on to the final lap, Max Verstappen will go on the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. And it works. He did the same thing Ricciardo did in the last lap. And now this is Carlos Sainz's really this is the last chance he gets. He gets really, really close, only 3/10 behind, but nope. And you can see from the timing tower that I'm actually losing a lot of time. Yeah, at this point I couldn't really catch Lewis, so I was just cruising. It wasn't really pushing. Carlos Sainz P4. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be the final classification. This is going to be the starting grid for Sunday's race. And yeah. Oh yeah, the tires are also pretty much gone. But yeah, very, very interesting race. We climbed from P5 up into P2. And now cutting to Lewis Hamilton's off-board. Lewis Hamilton will win his second race in a row, It's not really a race, this is a sprint, but there's still points for this. And we crossed the line to claim P2.
Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
Let's see how the drivers stand.
Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good performance by me, climbing from P5 up into P2. Sebastian Vettel misses out on the points, Esteban Ocon P10, so Valtteri Bottas lost P10, Alonso into P7. Who got the fastest lap though? It's not on the screen. It wasn't Lando Norris. I'm guessing there's no fastest lap point for sprint. Valtteri Bottas dropped from the from P10 into P12. Overall, I think it was a pretty solid performance. Yeah, checking the the driver standings right now, and no major changes. So yeah, see you for the race whenever I upload.